Our mindset influences our thoughts, action, and even the outcomes. So in today's video, I'm going to show you 10 mindset lessons that will help you improve your life. Number 1. Expectation. The first rule of happiness is low expectations, something that I learned in the book Same as Ever. If you only wish to be happy, this could easily be accomplished. But we wish to be happier than other people, and this is always difficult. For we who believe others to be happier than they are, the gap between expectations and reality is what creates the emotion in you. Meeting your expectation makes you feel happy. Exceeding your expectations makes you feel like you are over the moon. But missing your expectation makes you feel sad. The bigger the gap, the more miserable you are. Expectations are very powerful. A rich celebrity can feel so miserable, and yet a poor family can feel super happy with their life. Just as the author mentioned, everyone, everywhere, doing almost everything is just in pursuit of some space between expectations and reality. It is like you get a pay rise, but you are not happier because you raise your life expectation along with it. A better phone, buying better car, better house, eating better food. It is terrifying that nothing seems to be enough like forever. So lower down your expectations. Set realistic goals. Your goal is to be happy, not to be happier than other people. Number 2. Experience. You will not know what you are going to do until you experience something in real life, until you see it with your own eyes. This seems to be a common sense, but we still assume things. We think that we understand something by learning from books or a piece of advice from a successful person. In stock investing, people always taught us, be greedy when others are fearful. But when the stock market crashed, would you have the courage to invest in even more? Or are you also in fear? How would you act? You will never know by learning. You will only know what would you really do when the stock market crash truly happens, right? No training can ever prepare a man for war. Hard times make people think and do things that they never imagined when things are calm. So don't take your knowledge for granted if you have not experienced it. Number 3. Comparison. We always hear people say, comparison is the thief of joy. You are destroying your life if you constantly compare yourself with others. But I agree more with what Adam Grant said. Comparison is not the thief of joy. Envy is. You will not be less happy if you compare yourself with a successful person. Instead, you will even learn something by watching them, how they live their life, how they do their work, how they build their business. But if you are jealous, you envy on what they have in life that you do not possess. You think that they are just lucky. You think that they are born with a silver spoon in mouth. You neglect their hard work in achieving their goal, but only jealous with what they have. So, comparison is absolutely fine if we use it the right way. Envy is what takes away your happiness. Number 4. Don't lose yourself. Adapting to others is part of our social interaction with people. It is a natural part of human interaction. Showing empathy, being cooperative, seeking for mutual understanding. Nothing seems wrong, right? But there are a lot of times that we adapt ourselves to others because we fear rejection. We seek for acceptance because of external pressure. Do not want to be that different guy. People pleasing is one of it too. We adapt ourselves to other people in a way that we will lose ourselves in the end. We compromise our core values and identity, losing our authenticity, disconnect from our true self. We spend more time with other people, much more than we spend with ourselves. So, it is very important for you to find a balance between adapting to others and staying true to yourself. Don't lose yourself. Adaptation is what we need to survive, but remember deep inside you who you are. Number 5. Be open-minded and question yourself. For one simple reason, because we usually only see what we wanted to see and hear what we wanted to hear. I realize this as I read more and more books nowadays. I will highlight the sentences that I resonate with, something that I agree to or I think that it is true. Well, here comes the problem. This is very limiting because you are only focusing on the things that seems true to you. This will not help you gain more knowledge. It is like you are having a discussion with other people. Before you know it, it turns into a war because we have something that we believe in, and when the other person do not agree with it, we feel the adversity. We think that the other person do not think things as thoughtful as we are. But what if there are certain angles that you cannot see or don't understand? What I learned is that if you are absolutely sure that you are right, I mean 100%, then help that person understand, help that person see what they don't see. But if you're not sure, if you're in doubt, shut your mouth and question yourself internally. Ask the person in front of you to help you see what you don't see. Keep your mind open for new knowledge. Hey, if you found this video helpful so far, give me a thumbs up and subscribe so that I can continue what I'm doing. Let's move on. Number 6. Older, not smarter. This comes to my mind when my wife needs come to me and ask me some math question. Now, the first thing that I notice is that these syllabus that they are studying nowadays are much tougher. Second thing, how quickly she's able to absorb what I teach and solve that math question. One problem we have is that we always think that we are smarter when we are talking to a young person. We feel that we have more experience, so by default, we should know better. We treat them in a way that we are smarter. But this is not true. You can have more experience because you exposed to it before them. But once the young people experience it, the way they deal with it, the speed they learn can be much better and faster than you do. The current world is changing so quick, and if you pay close attention, many young people able to pick things up much faster than we do. Number 7. Change. Sometimes, we think of change too much that we've forgotten not everything should be changed. We always thought of change is good, change is for the better, until I came across a phrase that Dr. Carol mentioned in her book. Not everything that can be changed should be changed. This opened my eyes to a new perspective where people always questioning why you wouldn't change. As I read more and more books nowadays so that I can change for the better. And yeah, sometimes change is good, sometimes it is not. Because we don't realize sometimes we change even the things that are already good or even great. Everything needs to be perfect. I need to change this, I need to change that. But we don't realize change can also bring you more mess. Change can also make things more complicated. It is important to recognize what change is really for the better and what is not. Think it thoughtfully before you start taking action. Don't mess up the good things in your life. Number 8. Time not wasted. We always feel guilty of watching TV, playing video games, or spending time wandering around instead of doing the work we have in hand. Productivity always knocks on our heads, telling us, hey, you better do some work instead of playing video games. Well, as I learned from Ali, I made a change in my mind. No time is really wasted if you spend it intentionally. After a crazy 8 hours of work at the office, spending time making dinner for your family after work, there's nothing wrong in allocating some time for you to watch an episode of drama or play some video games. But of course, not binge watching Netflix or playing for hours and hours. Intentionally allow yourself to slow down and relax before the next tough day is good for your well-being. As long as you are being intentional. Leisure activities can also carry values, and as long as it has value, time is not wasted. Number 9. People don't care. And yeah, they really don't. But we always think that other people care. They will feel for us. Now, I must say that there are some exceptions because clearly your family and close friends care about you. But sadly, sometimes even they don't. People are not interested to hear about your story and your problems. It is like me trying to make something out of YouTube. But people don't watch my videos because of who I am. They watch my videos when my videos can help them solve their problem. It is the same everywhere. They are looking into how and what you can do to help them solve their problem. People have too little time to care about you because they are just like you. Too many things to handle in your life. They have their life too. So the lesson here is that if you care too much about how other people think about you, and if there's what's stopping you to move forward, don't bother, just do it. People don't really care. Number 10. Stop acting like you don't care. Being honest with yourself sounds simple, but it is not. It is not easy to acknowledge our own emotion and true feelings. It is like, he seems to be successful. Well, I don't care. My life wasn't that bad too. But deep inside your heart, you wanted to achieve more, just like him. If your feeling is disturbed, tell that person in front of you that you are not comfortable with it. Not keeping the frustration inside your heart, but act like you don't care. Act like you are fine, right? So, if you want to achieve more, don't act like you don't care about other people achieving more. Don't fake your feelings telling yourself that you are doing just fine. Instead, try to talk to them and learn from them on how to achieve more in your life. That's it. These are the lessons that I wanted to share in today's video, and I hope this video brings you some values. It is important for us to keep updating and improving our mindset. Hit the like button if you think this video is helpful, share to your friends and family, and subscribe for more of my future video. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.